What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Gaming with Nimbus. And Capcom just announced a home arcade system, a plug and play. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
Now, as you guys may know, because you guys watch this channel, hopefully, I'm a huge Capcom fan. My favorite game of all time is Street Fighter, and I love fighting games. And you know that Capcom does one of the best fighting games out there. And yesterday they tweeted out on their social media that they were going to announce something big. And you can see basically a joystick, and off the reflection of the joystick, you saw numerous of games like Street Fighter, Darkstalkers, Alien vs Predator, which is a big thing, and I'll get into that in a minute why that's a big game. And they were going to announce it today. So today came, and Capcom announced basically their own Capcom Classic console, just like the way Nintendo did it with NES, the Super Nintendo, the same way Neo Geo did it with the Neo Geo Mini, the same way Sony did theirs. Whatever. And the way that Sega is about to do with the Sega Genesis, that is not released yet, but it will be coming out. Now, I am, let me say it like this. I am excited about this, but I do have some issues with it. So first of all, let's go into the pros. Let's do the pros first, for me, because I know people are going to disagree with me. First things first, I know a lot of people hate the way the joystick looks. I don't know why, but I really like the way the joystick looks. Like, the joystick to me looks really great. It's actually the Capcom logo, and I own a lot of sticks. I'm not going to say I'm some joystick connoisseur or I'm some joystick expert, because I'm not. But what I can tell you is that I do own a lot of joysticks. Like, I prefer to play on the joysticks for most fighting games. There are fighting games that I prefer a controller, but the majority of the times I'm playing on a joystick. Like, without exaggeration, I think I have about like 6 to 7 joysticks in this house right now. One for the PS2, one for the PS3, one for the PS4, one for the Switch, one for the Neo Geo. You know, the list goes on and on. I even have a stick in my friend's game store ready for me, just in case if I feel like playing Street Fighter over at his store. I have a joystick just sitting in the back. So I like joysticks. I kind of know a little bit about joysticks. I also mod joysticks. I could you know, replace a stick. I could replace buttons. I could replace it. You know, the CPU, the G, whatever they call it. So I know a little bit. I know a little bit. Can't say I know a lot, but I know a little bit. So another thing. So going back to the way it looks like it is the Capcom logo, the whole thing. Have you guys ever seen the Pandora box, like made from the company 3A, I think it is? Not the cheap knockoff nonsense, the official Pandora box. It looks like that. Basically, that's what it is. But instead of the box, like a rectangle box, which is usually the Pandora box, it's the Capcom logo with 2 joysticks. Okay, it looks nice. It looks really nice. Even if you don't, let's say you don't play it and you don't like it, it just looks nice. It will look nice on the shelf just to display it. I'm not gonna use it for that. If I get it, I'm gonna use it. But it looks like a really nice piece. A lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people were saying, you know, why does it have to be the Capcom logo? Why couldn't we get characters that are actually on the system? And I can understand that, and they're not wrong. I could totally understand why they feel that way, but I just like the Capcom logo. I think it looks dope like that, and it's a celebration of Capcom, you know? Capcom. How many times am I gonna say Capcom in this video? Capcom. Anyways, another thing that I did like about the joystick is that the joysticks and the buttons are all gonna be Samwa parts. Now, if you don't know what Samwa parts are, they're a specific company that does parts for your arcade controller, you know, pieces, ports, whatever you want to call it, and they're very high quality. Like, those are the parts that I use for all of my joysticks. Like, I prefer Samwa, so I'm super happy about that. The fact that Capcom is going to use Samwa parts, so I'm okay with that. I'm super excited, because if they didn't come with Samwa parts, I'm pretty sure I was going to replace the buttons. Okay. Another thing, apparently there's gonna have a Wi-Fi built in, and for which I wouldn't say that's a plus. There's a negative side to that, but you can have your online points for the game online, and, you know, see who's leaderboards, basically, you know. So yeah, basically that's the good thing about it, is on HDMI. You know, it's a regular plug and play. And the cons, I mean, the pros, we're still in the pros. Alien vs Predator is going to be on this game. Okay, let's just talk about the games. Let's deal with the games, because even if I have certain feelings about the games is still a plus. So this is going to house 16 games, and that's a problem. At least for me, I don't think it's enough, but let's see what the 16 games are. So the first game is 1944, the Loop Master, Alien vs Predator. Now, in the beginning of the video, I said that Alien vs Predator was a very important game because it was never re-released outside of the arcade scene, if you will. It was never released on home console. It was only on the arcade, and this would be the first time that we have it as on console, if you will, on a system for home that we could play at home. We're also gonna get Armed Warriors, Capcom Sports Club, Captain Commando, Cyberbots, Full Metal Madness, Darkstalkers, the Night Warriors, Echo Fighters, Final Fight, Ghouls and Ghosts, Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, Mega Man the Battle, the Power Battle, which is also, you guys could correct me down in the comments down below, but that's another game that was never re-released outside of the arcade scene, and it's a Mega Man game. Pro Gear, Strider, and Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. So those are the 16 games. Those are good 16 games. I have my issues with certain things, and we'll get to that. Another thing about this system is that Capcom is not going to be using proprietary emulation software. They're going to be using an open source emulation, and it's FB Alpha. Now, I have used FB Alpha before, and it's a really good emulation, and it plays a lot of games, but it's still a little weird that Capcom is using that and not using like their own proprietary emulation for their own stuff. But whatever, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so let's go with some of the issues that I'm having with this console. The first one is the games. Why is it only 16 games? Why? That doesn't even make any sense. Why are you only having 16 games on this, Capcom? You have so many games. Why is there only one Street Fighter game here? Why are we not getting like the Street Fighter Alphas? Why are we only getting one Darkstalkers? I just not understanding why we're only having 16 games on this when Nintendo, for the Super Nintendo one, Super Nintendo Mini, was it like 25 games, 20 games, something like that? And you're putting 16 games. Damn, I think even the PlayStation Mini had more games than you guys. What is going on there, Capcom? That is a big issue, especially for the price that they're asking for. Now, this is where I was getting into. Well, we'll get into it now. No, there's no official pricing, but the rumor is, because they did put out the price in Europe, and it's 230 euros. So people are saying that it's going to be around about 200 to 250, probably 200. And for that price range, I don't think that That's enough games. Now, yes, clearly there are copyright issues, and probably that's the reason why they didn't or they couldn't. The price is a little high because I'm pretty sure they had to pay rights to get Alien versus Predator onto this, and you know, that's just not even a reason, because I'm pretty sure Capcom, and I know for a fact that Capcom has so many arcade games that they would be able to put in this no problem, that are theirs. There's no copyright issues whatsoever. So I don't know. The only plus side to that is that I wouldn't be surprised that people are going to hack this, because there is a USB slot in the back of the console that I'm pretty sure you could hook up to a computer, or I don't know what that USB slot is for because they never said anything about it, but I wouldn't be surprised if you're able to hook up the console or system to your computer. And you know, the alpha emulator is an open source emulation, so I wouldn't be surprised if you're able to add games onto it. So I guess that's a plus, if you will. You could just put in games that you want. But I just feel like, and on top of that, there's not even a lot of fighting games on this. Me, that I'm such a, you want to say, a fighting game connoisseur, there's not a lot of fighting games. Capcom has so many fighting games, and there's only 1, 2, 3. I might be wrong. Am I looking at this wrong? But all I see right now is 3 fighting games. 3. Capcom. That's known for their fighting games. 3 fighting games. Only 1 Street Fighter game. And why hyper fighting? Why not Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo? If you're gonna put 1, why don't you put the best version of that 1 Street Fighter game that you're putting in? And people will argue and say that's not the best, but the majority will say that Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo is the best version. So why not put that one? Why hyper fighting? I just don't get it. I don't know. So overall, I am hyped for it, but I'm also upset about it. Now they're talking about that this will be releasing in October, and pre-orders are up now for it. But when I haven't tried recently, but when I tried to get on the website before to try to pre-order it, I wasn't able to. It was telling me that the doesn't exist, or I guess some people were also having issues that it was taking them to the European site. So we'll see if they fix that. I'm still gonna get it, guys. Okay, let's put that out there right here, right now. I'm still gonna get it. All right, I'm you know, so I'm still gonna get it. Okay, because I have to get it. It's fighting game, Street Fighter, stuff like that. You know, and yes, I do have the Pandora box, but I want this one as well. It just looks really cool. I really like the way that the whole thing looks, and if I could put in more games, it's a plus. So I'm still gonna get it. They're saying that this is gonna release in October, so it's kind of, you know, it's not that far away, but it's kind of far away. So yeah, I'm hyped and I'm mad about it. There are good things and bad things about this. Hopefully Capcom realizes that they're making a mistake with only 16 games and they're able to fix it, because they do have enough time to fix it. That's if they want to fix it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the Capcom home arcade system. If you like this video, give me the thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like the way the joystick look? Do you like the way that it says Capcom? Would you prefer something else? Would you not even care for this at all and you're just not gonna get it? Or you're hyped like me? Or you're also mad like me? Or you're like me and you're both? You know, let me know down in the comments down below. And as always, do not forget to subscribe. We put out a video every day, if not every other day. I'll catch you guys on the next episode of Gaming with Nimbus. Deuces. Please, Capcom, don't mess this up. Just don't. Please, I beg you.